Hello everyone and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. And we resume. Murder things off last time as we continue to climb the mercenary barracks in the Memescendence. We memescend to greatness. And today, I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Winging it. I have one plan, and if it doesn't work, well, we'll just throw something together and make it work. That's how it's gonna go. Today, at long last, our theories shall be tested. I have had this plan down for so long. The Dastardly Duo of skeleton and vampire. This will require a little bit of explanation, but here we go. Blood Queen Lanathel the Vampire. The thing about the vampire is that they're primarily used as ancillary for their percentage-based attack with Berserk, for their Grand Auspex ability to ignore block and wards, which deals with some pests that infinitely regenerate them. I'm looking at you, you freaking Dwarven Oracle. But they synergize with Sanity Induction. Is that the word? With their feature. So they'll gain 6 attack each time an enemy escapes or goes insane, and their unique item makes it so that they will gain 6 accuracy, evasion, and luck whenever an enemy escapes or goes insane. Which is weird because she only deals physical damage. So, the combo is to combo a vampire with insane stats. Insane stat buffs from the Boiling Blood, and her feature and unique item with the skeleton's ability to immediately produce a sanity check with Creepy Clank. This is their Wrath ability. It costs 40 Wrath, and it will cause enemies to either go insane or become inspired. We are going to negate the whole inspiration bit, because we don't like to see that, with the Shackles of War.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
This is a ridiculously overpowered artifact that makes it so that enemies cannot become inspired or escape. Which is, pretty insane. We got this very early on in our Eternal Harvest series, and it kind of just carried us through the entire game. That's how pretty good it is. It's good. So, with Blood Queen Lanathel, I went down the entire left side. Not that that's relevant, this is what I decided to choose. With Bite, I upgraded to Deep Bite. This will make it so that if we crit, it will stun the target. I figured that because there's only 2 of us, and there's 4 of the enemies, any form of crowd control that we can produce is going to be good. So that's why I did that. With Blood Strike, Returning Strike just to deal more Damage. Damage is great. With Blood Offering, I went for Mesmerize. We used this previously with Redead to reset the cooldown of Iratus' talents. I don't know if we're actually going to use this, but hey, it's there if we do. With Hysteria, I went with Berserk. I think Berserk is just good all the time. It increases the percentage damage of current vigor from 30% to 50%, but it will cause the enemy to gain plus 50% damage until the battle ends. That actually works with Skeletor in a fun interaction that I'll explain in a minute. Auspex, go for Grand Auspex because it's Grand Auspex, although I do think that Blood Visions was improved in the summer update. Minus 40 evasion is nothing to scoff at. It's a thought to keep in mind. And with Bloodthirst, I actually spent a while staring at this. I typically go for Irresistible Thirst for Blood, which increases the healing of damage dealt from 50% to 65%, but I went with Hunger for Hearts this time. This keeps the healing the same at 50%, but it will make it so that all critical hits for all abilities deal 50% more damage. And because we're gaining an obscene amount of luck with our unique item, well, 24 is pretty obscene. I decided we'll try that. And the vampire actually scales her luck quite well. Her luck and evasion both scale 3 points at a time, which is not terrible. So, yeah. As for her point distribution, I did put some points in luck and evasion, 2 in vigor, and 4 in attack. Also 2 in accuracy, because her accuracy is nothing impressive. So that is Blood Queen Lanathel. Hopefully she is worthy of all the introduction I've given her. With Skeletor. Skeletor. As I mentioned, the Creepy Clank is the main bit about this, but to help facilitate this, we've gone with a few things. The items, of course, get the Boiling Blood, and I gave them the Vampire Fangs because the skeleton has no real way to heal themselves without them. And the best way to get healing out of Vampire Fangs is to upgrade Smite into Smite to Show-Offs. This makes it so that for each buff, it will attack 2 times, and for each buff on an enemy will attack an additional time, which is why Berserk can synergize with Smite quite well. So for each of these hits, we'll be healing for 15% of the damage dealt. Hopefully we can scale that high enough that it makes a meaningful difference. With Embrace Mediocrity, I always go for Strength and Mediocrity. This is the skeleton's buff. It will not only give 4 armor and 4 resistance, it will also now give 2 attack and 2 dread. We can try and like swap their positioning here and see if we can just buff Blood Queen Lenethil to make her even better. But these numbers are pretty small compared to the Boiling Blood and the other stuff that's priority. With the stance, which has now been changed, it used to make things target the skeleton. Now the skeleton will target an ally and redirect attacks from the ally to the skeleton. In the past, I usually almost always go with Unnerving Fortitude, which will cause the skeleton to reflect stress damage. This time, well, counterattack stress damage. This time I went with Mystic Fortitude, which increases the defensive bonuses from 10 armor and 10 resistance to 14 armor and 14 resistance. I did that because if we're using this button, it's to make sure that Blood Queen Lenethil doesn't die. She is all of our damage, and that is not an exaggeration. With Show Them Their Place, I went with Forceful Lesson. I do think that in the grand scheme of things for higher level play, Bony Bully is better because stunning is very powerful. But we can't actually get into the 3rd or 4th position in a Dastardly Duo combination, so I went with Forceful Lesson to make sure that in a rush, we did have a way to interrupt stances, if it was necessary. Of course, only in the 1st or 2nd position, but it's better than nothing. And it gives us 1 attack. Thinking ahead. With Unassuming Strike, I went with Sudden Strike upgrade. Really no reason, I just like ignoring block. If we have to remove block, we're going to be using Smite the Show-Offs, so that's that. If these two perform well, I'm planning on giving them some of our rare items. Like for example, our 2 rare bloods here might be able to help boost Blood Queen Lenethil's stats to a sizable difference, but we will see. If all else fails, I was planning on falling back on our strategy to stress stuff to oblivion. And that's that. I'm going to equip the Spirit Spear.
My undead features.
Also going to equip the Strange Jar and hope that we can win. With the Spirit Spear, we'll be stacking up the damage of Blood Queen Lenethil and Skeletor, which increases their healing. And that's the plan. You're all caught up. We're only 7.5 minutes in, but you're all caught up. We'll be fighting a Barbarian, a Rogue, an Elite Bard, and a Scout. I believe this is the first Scout we've encountered. That might not be true. And we'll see what we can see. I hope this works. I've had this down on, like, paper for literally ever. Well, that's gonna hurt. Alright, so how do we do this? We can stun her. That seems good. 50 men is expensive, but I don't like this stance. So we'll do that. We'll pump the Hunger for Hearts right away. We have no other use for Wrath. And now we fight. Can Skeletor reach this? I don't actually know. I kind of want to wait and see if I can remove that before the Bard heal. Whatever, the Bard's just going to heal her. Let's try and get rid of the Barbarian. Oof. 28 armor. That's a big deal. Yeah. We'll wait with Skeletor. That is the downside of most of these group compositions, is this armor is going to be tough to get through. Because we only have one type of damage. So in an effort to ignore that, we will focus on other people. Oh, look at these buffs. Oh, and Skeletor's immunity buffs, so that's pretty nifty. And buffs, but the debuff is the more important part here. Wow. Look at all this. They've done this like stress damage to themselves. Can I reach? I can. Oh, you are so dead, Scout Lady. Oh, is this without... Oh, maybe you're not dead. All remaining strength makes it so they move multiple times, but they sacrifice 40% of their vigor. Ah. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. I need to heal, though. I need to heal and kill her.
This never gets old.
That was a lot of damage. Well, no game. Look at that one. The reason why I hit the Barbarian there is because all remaining strength makes it so that the Rogue is going to hit really hard.
I want to make them a bit sturdier next time.
All remaining strength.
Slash, chomp, crush!
Consumes 40% of your max figure, so I wanted to drop her below that threshold. Please die. Well, we know it works in theory. Have you noticed a bit of a loop that we've entered here? Because I have. Well, let's see. Can I improve on this in some way? Trying to think. While I slowly whittle down the bard out of existence. This could be bad. Because he deals more damage to lower my health. Oh, that'd be good. How to improve this? Make the vampire less squishy. Is that possible?
Soon this world will be mine.
Excuse me. Nice, we got the tier blood back. Convenient. And we got the brain back, so now I can do it again! Oh wait, I didn't get the boy and blood back, though. Frickin' rip. Well, basically that was the combination. Alright. Well, I told myself if that wasn't gonna work, we're gonna transition. So, let's transition. We aren't fully ready, but... c'est la vie, eh? Might as well put an Urkenig. Now, so the plan with the stress build. We haven't done any stress stuff this entire time. And the reason...
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
I have to press this, don't I? Ever-living Mumra is the murder mummy, so now we have maxed out their attack. So the idea here is each Hex Beam has been reworked and will now curse a target. So we're going to be using Vengeance Beam and stacking these curses to cause the mummy's unique item to heal them at the start of every turn for literally insane amounts. And we are missing one, but I was thinking of giving them the Enchanted Heart. So here we go. I'm just going to take a moment to... Actually, you know what? Why don't I explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it? That makes sense. Less editing for me. Hey. So, one of our mummies has been named Amenhotep III. This is because Amenhotep...
Get back to battle.
We're also going to be removing debuffs with all of these. So these two are getting Cursed Feast. We have Absorb Power on Ever-Living Mumra. These two are literally going to be copies of each other. They're going to be the exact same thing. I like Impending Misery because this gives the mummy a way to move an enemy forward as well as backwards with the Clinging Wraps. These two are both going to get Agile Grasp, I think.
I expect results.
And we're always going to upgrade to Unavoidable Curse. This increases the curse damage. The other Dire Curse makes it so that it's a 4-turn curse instead of a 2-turn curse, but you don't need a 4-turn curse. You just don't. And these two are going to get a lot of dread. And that's that. Okay. And your abilities are going to be exactly the same. Journey Misfortune,
My
Vengeance
enemies are
Beam,
in
Cursed
for a
Feast,
nasty
Impending Misery, Agile Grasp, and Unavoidable Curse. I guess I'll give him the Enchanted Heart. That makes sense, right? We don't really need Wrath, I guess, because we're literally just doing one thing. We'll see if it's good. As for the 4th slot, I was thinking maybe it's time for a Lost Soul. We haven't had one of those, right? Have we? I don't think so. That's when moving, Zorfir, Whale. I mean, in theory, we could Banshee it up. You know what? Let's do that. I want to Murder Banshee. Well, Murder Banshee doesn't work with this. And I don't want to put any points in Dread if I want to be a Murder Banshee. Oh. The pain. The decisions. We'll Lost Soul. Murder Banshee's a thing.
Easy it is to deceive the living.
But it'll be a thing later. As for the Lost Soul, in case you haven't seen the Lost Soul before, she is actually a character that I have traditionally struggled with the most. But she is one of the 3 characters that received the new mechanic, the ability to reset Iratus' talents, and that is Substitute Worlds. This makes it so her Wrath ability not only removes all buffs and debuffs from enemies and gives +1 attack and Dread to all allies for each one removed, this will make it so that Iratus' cooldowns are reset, allowing him to use a spell again. So if we do go that route, we'll have it available to us. We upgrade Dubious Boon, which gives 2 wards, but reduces the damage by 20% for the next 2 actions, to Enraging Boon. This just reduces the penalty from 20 to 10%. The reason we do this is because she heals herself. Well, not heals herself. She is the only character that can heal allies. But they will then take damage at the start of next turn. And I've actually had quite a few discussions about this ability, because there are like 2 upgrade paths. Peace Eternal keeps the healing the same, but it reduces the attack that follows it. However, Price of Glory increases the healing, but keeps the following attack the same. And I think that Price of Glory always scales higher as healing.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
As for which one here, I guess Hero-Mania? What's the difference? That one ignores ward? Alright, sure. Morbid Beauty, this is a terrifying ability. But I'm going to go with Morbid Beauty, sure. I guess Panic no. We'll go with Psychotic Scream. I like the name of that better. Oh, he wants some vigor. That much should suffice. Maybe. Delosso is kind of weird, because she's like a support character. So the instinct, the gut instinct, is to just put defensive, like just give her defensive stuff. But she actually does a respectable amount of damage. Like, it's nothing to scoff at. I mean, honestly, she'd do good with the Enchanted Heart. But we'll see. We'll leave everything else the same. And that's that. Sorry for all the talking. I know you're here to watch me kill and not talk, but talking is a part of the killing. Aww. Oh, I need 50 mana for this. Man, I should have done that. Oh well. You soon find that there is among your enemies a certain holy man who is becoming quite a thorn in your side. He is relentless and fanatical, performing raid after raid against your Dark Legion, and at the same time giving zealous speeches and bolstering morale of the rabble that oppose you. He has been particularly hard to corner, but you need to find a way to deal with him before he becomes a much bigger problem. Soon enough, you discover this is the right-hand man of the Grand Inquisitor. Well, I'd love to fight him, but we're missing 5 mana, so you are forced to accept that you have no other option but to let this matter go. The opposition will be all the stronger for it, but it does not matter as long as you achieve your end goal. We have a problem. Do we have a problem? Do we?
Ah, fetchy.
We'll be fine. Fine. So, what is concerning me here is that the character in front is the Dhampir. And she is pretty notorious for being a royal pain in the buttocks. And the reason is because she has a stance, and it's a very good stance. And basically the stance is a counterattack, which makes it so that
savor these last few heartbeats.
if anyone hits her, she will counterattack for an obscene amount of damage. And I'm not really interested in dealing with the consequences of that when we have nothing but AoE abilities. Speaking of consequences, well, we do have a way to deal with this. Alright. Ow. Great. Okay, so I need to impend you to move you and stop this stance.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
And then I need to impend you to stop this stance. There we go. We did it. We figured it out, team. That's actually hilarious. Bye-bye. This is working out pretty well. The damage feels lower than I expected, but I mean, you can't argue with results. I was gonna laugh.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Oh, I forgot. Oh. All right. So I've been tilted this entire time about how many Boiling Bloods we've been getting. And now we just get a Crowpaw. I looked for this item. I can say the F word once in like a PG-13 setting, right? I looked, this is worth it. I looked for the fucking Crowpaw for so many floors. Oh, if only Nergleth had a Crowpaw. How great would it be if Nergleth had a Crowpaw? Nergleth could do so much with a Crowpaw. I give up. I give up. The Orb of Negation, the minion becomes immune to debuffs. This is actually probably really good for a YOLO solo build. Which just triggered a thought in my mind. Such dangerous things, those things. Also, if the Dhampir goes insane and is the last enemy remaining, you get her. See? Look at that. Hi. Nice to see you. Oddly enough, the Fallen Dhampir is one of the best YOLO solo characters. So, I mean, if we have an excess blood, throw it her way. Elite Ranger, Elite Swordsman, Elite Rogue, Elite Bard. Elite... So with the Crow's Paw... With the Crow's Paw, let's see. Curse enemy for 2 turns when minion uses ability, dealing 4 stress damage with AoE abilities and dealing 10 stress damage with single target abilities. Amenhotep. So Amenhotep III, the reason he's the third is because there's been 2 Amenhoteps before him. Both of them died horrible deaths, so good luck. Good luck, Amenhotep. Of course, we don't have any rare parts for what you do. I might gamble, but look at all these parts. I didn't math it out yet, but the Glutton's Tongue is getting strong. Like, it might even be better than the Drop of Divinity right now. It's pretty big. As for the Lost Soul, I feel correct in this. She deserves the Enchanted Heart. Like I said, being in the back protects her from most things, but when she gets hit, she has no way of restoring vigor to herself. Price of Glory can only be used on allies. You see? See the little detail there? Now, last time I decided, kind of abruptly, that I wanted to complete the magic tree and get the achievement. Mostly because I want the achievement. Like 97% because I want the achievement. 3% because Conjure Shadows is actually really amusing and I've never done it before and it could be really fun. That's what I said. I even put some points in here. Getting Dispel is kind of just a good idea, but I did put some points in here. And I've kind of changed my mind. I've decided that my achievement can wait. Iratus isn't going anywhere. And we're going to stick to our theme here.
It will be a messy slaughter.
And head down towards blood magic. When Iratus has 100 wrath, he receives 36 spell power. Remember, the main point of this series, the long-term goal, was to concoct, to create, not only meme builds, but a destruction build. So going for blood magic will enable us to have more fun with spell power stuff. So that's the plan. And that was it. Also, now that we have the insurance deal, there is a test I would like to conduct, but we can do that later. It's not going anywhere.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
I'm going to equip the Orb of Vulnerability to make enemies lose 1 block and 1 ward, and we'll pop the Undertaker clothes on so I can get more experience from this battle that we're about to partake in, because it's a fully elite battle, and we'll see if we can do the thing with the thing. What if we just force a sanity check right at the start? Oh no, we're using the orb. Can't do that. Okay, here we go. We're, just a reminder, hugging the left side as we march towards the Monster Slayer to hit both of these freaking cultists. Because I still have plans, and I still need cultist things. Our unnamed mummy, by the way, who is in the 2nd position, doesn't have his wraps. And he kind of needs this. So, tis the plan. Scream! How does that go again? I'm thinking of the Phantom of the Opera. Scream, my angel?
I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
It's like halfway through the song, he says, sing, my angel, the Phantom. And then, like, near the end, it's scream, my angel. Oh, the Nightwish rendition of the Phantom of the Opera. Mwah. Beauty. So this is the mummy that can't heal. By the way, the reason you get the ward is so that you don't take this damage. I never did explain why that works that way. Just trust me. Also, I'm going to be stealing buffs here in a hot minute. I didn't see that healing, but it looked like a lot. How do I want to do this? I might just misfortune. We'll see. This is Amenhotep. Alright, we'll do this. Look at this. 6 Vengeance Beams. 2 Gropas. Was that... Wait, what? I missed the text. I think I saw something like Ketapas.
More will come.
Well, there's a reason that mummy didn't have a name. Can I do something helpful here? Because I'm gonna do the thingy. I guess, sure.
Speed of thought.
Wait, does this get rid of curses too? I guess I should science that now.
Extinction of life.
Good question, actually. I'm gonna wait for the bard's turn. Let's see what she does. Yeah, there go all my curses. Oh, my beautiful work. Which leads me to believe that Substitute World will remove the curses as well. Which is not really what I want to have happen. Ow. I don't know why I keep thinking
This will be yours.
The ward thing is the psychotic scream. Die. Thanks. I appreciate you listening to my request. I know it was a little unreasonable, but I appreciate it.
A predictable outcome.
Hey, we got our brains. Brains. Hi, Skeletor. I'm sorry about losing your friend and all. It's a little unfortunate. But, there's a great comment on the last episode that had a great point. That, they would hate to be a Dark Knight in my army, because their two options are to be sacrificed to the Dark Gods or to stand there and get hit. Why do I get nothing but good items? You know, items that people make entire builds around. Items... Oh, that's a thingy. This build is a little complicated when gargoyles are involved, aren't it? Isn't it? How do I want to do that? Thimbulveta! I have a job for you. This is going to be weird. Buffs any minion that was in the trap, increasing attack by 40% and luck by 20 for 2 turns. It's a weird thing, but I'll do it.
Serve me well, my minion.
Why not? Alright, Thimbulveta. I have a request. Yes? Can you do this from here? It's a little unfortunate. But I mean, if we just acid gland it, we don't need it, do we? No, we'll be a pro and proc the acid gland. Just you watch. Just you wait. As for Mumra, I guess you could start stacking your dread, why not? I guess wraiths work too, right? We could use a wraith to try and kill the gargoyle. Offensive wraith. What is this world coming to? They actually do decent damage. It's kind of weird. Even though they can't scale their attack in any capacity. Besides this. And this. Did this get nerfed? Weird. Anyway. This wraith is going to be sacrificed, so I'm not sure why I'm looking at it. I'm a little curious, though. I can't help it sometimes. As for the Lost Soul, that should be fine. You know, we can also use magic. Magic's pretty good. We haven't really been doing that. Okay, we'll do that.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
We'll use magic. When in doubt, we have an entire build based around magic. Well, this looks unpleasant. So, about the magic thing.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I'm thinking. And I'm not sure that I'm a fan of what I'm thinking. So, in order to stop the dump here... This has gotten really complicated all of a sudden. It's kind of really annoying, actually. There we go. That's better. That's what you like to see. I guess I could just pump this.
Grisly salute.
So we'll bring... Oh, he's just going to heal it. Should have thought about that. Well, I did think about it. I should have thought about it a little bit more. It's fine. This is a little complicated, but it's nothing we can't work our way around. I like how we still hit for 41. become hopeless. For there is no hope for you at all.
My dispassionate executioners.
Can I actually just kill you? I sure can. Great. Alright, life just got a lot easier. Everyone can relax, sit back, and enjoy the show. So what's Thimblevata doing now?
Ooh, hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
I guess, technically, we can still increase damage taken with the pole. And I mean, I'm a pretty good target, if I do say so myself. I just love saying his name, Thimblevata. So much fun. I'm looking forward to killing the Monster Hunter, though, because I have a strategy. I've never used it before, but I have faith that it will succeed. Bye-bye. I'm just going to keep increasing the damage you take. Also, we're going to get a free dump here again. Which is cool. That's cool. Actually, maybe if I...
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
I was say, maybe if I focus my attention on the dump here, she'll die first. No such thing. Okay, I need another thingy. Mame. Mame! Alright, Thimblevata. Thank you for your assistance. I appreciate you. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way, just so it doesn't do anything stupid. If... Damp here? I guess? Okay. I guess. Hey, we got it. So the reason that the Dhampir is a really good YOLO solo is because of the Medal of Betrayal. The fallen Dhampir receives a buff that reduces the damage they receive by 5% each time they take damage, stacks up to 8 times. So, in a perfect world, which we don't live in, this stacks up to 40% damage reduction, and because she's the only target, this stacks up quite quickly. And on certain floors, it stacks up even faster, like the 5th floor, with the champions that hit multiple times. But we're going to pick up the curse advantages and complete this build. Finally. Finally. So I'm just going to copy, paste everything.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Like we did last time. There we go. Okay, I did that right. I was like, wait a minute. Did I mess that up? No, we're good. We're good. I did it correctly. There we go. And the Lost Souls mask, I think, is just a way to make her ultimate ability better. So here we go again. This time, hopefully, a little smoother. Oh, I need to change my items. Whatever. Whatever. We're good. We are good to go. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to because I did a lot of talking this time. But hopefully, it was kind of amusing.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
This build is actually just insane. Just ridiculous. It does get countered a little bit by the Bard who does this, but what doesn't get countered a little bit? You know? I don't like that. Okay.
Don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Of course you would. It's fine. We can interrupt it. And with good old Murder Mummy Mumra, we interrupt this one.
Give them no mercy.
Okay, there's a reason that Mumra is the Murder Mummy. Lol. The two that can eat the debuff have been debuffed. Ow. Lol. Hey, thanks for waking me up. I appreciate it. I really do. You know, it's hard to find people that are reliable. Please don't remove debuffs. Actually, you know what? You can do it now. Okay, never mind. The question is, do I eat this? Ugh. It's responsible. I don't like being responsible.
My kingdom comes.
But oh well. The Lost Soul's healing for 6 a turn, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I should probably let the Bard go first. Probably. Before I reapply my curses. Oh, right. Adding initiative did that. Good.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Now I just kill everyone. 36.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
And that wasn't even all of it, because the Bard tick would have hit, too. That's insane.
Terror will overflow.
This is fun. I'm a firing my laser! Times 3. This is a good build. I mean, again, this 4th position, I'm not sure exactly who should be here, but the Lost Soul's doing well. Minus the whole occasionally getting shot and insta-dying sort of thing. But that happens to everyone. It's also worth remembering that we aren't really at full power because everyone has this crap, the common parts. I haven't gambled at all. I'm feeling an itch, if you know what I mean. A little bit of an itch. One more point and Amenhotep will max out Dread. Then Presti hasn't died yet. I should not have said that. That is not something that should have come out of my mouth. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, we'll do one more battle today. Then we'll call it a day.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
I should probably equip the Archmage's robe, if we're all just being serious for a second. But, whatever. I like more experience. Let's see so far who's gotten some stacks. Amenhotep has 6. Good job, Amenhotep. Unnamed Mummy has 1. By the way, if you have a name for the Unnamed Mummy, who's going to be in the vanilla mummy skin, you know, let me know. Or any other names that you happen to have. I'm eager for names. And Everliving Mummer has 4. I actually want Everliving Mummer to have all of them, because he's a murder mummy that will fit in a lot of positions if we ever feel like it. So this composition, I'm scared of literally nothing. Except for the Fallen Dampier. Or Dampier, she's not fallen yet. Please don't enter your stance. I had one request. Okay. Well. I have a plan. It's pretty bold.
Dance. Move those mortals.
But we did it. Did you see the plan? It was actually like a 200 IQ move.
Your frail bodies fail.
Basically, the Unnamed Mummy's block ate the reflect, so I could remove enough wards so that Amenhotep III could interrupt her. Oh, that felt like enough thinking for today, honestly. But it's so nice not having a bard. Oh, look at it. Revel in the joy. No bard. Just infinite healing. It's so was 61.
Your frail bodies fail.
Oh, this is hilarious. You know, you could even just have 4 mummies. If you can find 4 bandages, that's the real trick with this build, finding 4 of those. But just have the 4th mummy just wraps people. to reduce their luck to make Vengeance Beam hit harder. Like, that's all you have to do.
Your frail bodies fail you.
And I don't want another damp here, so I'm going to try and kill this lady. 100, exactly. Exactamundo. I don't remember what 100 is in Spanish. Bye-bye. This went well. That was fun.
Display from mortal kind.
Hey, we got another weird mandolin. Hey, look at all of our talent points.
I need nothing but my anger to purge this world.
I guess I didn't go over what this does, huh? This right tree, this right side of the Ire tree, it's really good. Like, if you're trying to do a serious build, this is really, really strong. But basically, it's passive effects that happen at the start of a minion's turn based on how much Wrath Iratus has. The first one will give +2 initiative if Iratus has at least 25 Wrath. The second one will give 4 Dread for 1 turn if Iratus has at least 50 Wrath. The third one will cause a minion to restore 5 Vigor if Iratus has at least 75 Wrath. And the last one, the one we really want, when Iratus has 100 Wrath, he receives 36 spell power. This will allow us to push our spell power to new heights. It's gonna be beautiful. And we're also going to be looking for, on the 4th floor and above, we'll be looking for the Unholy Water, which is basically a better Bane Aura. Have some Dread on Ever Living Mumra. And yeah, that's going to be that. You know what? We're going to finish off with sacrificing another Dark Knight, because I feel like it.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but the dead care not for morale.
Show me what you got. I can't remember anymore because I blocked it out of my memory. But have I ever gotten a not good item from this? Boiling Bloods, Ashes of the Burned Witch, Glutton's Tongue, literally all great items that are like build around components. Like, these things can make builds by themselves. By themselves! You know what, we'll just end there for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Our Dastardly Duo didn't go too well, but it worked. Which I guess is a victory in the grand scheme of everything. So yeah, we did that. And as expected, the I'm a fire and my laser build went over really well. That was fun. I had a great time. I'll do it again too. Let's see if we can just plow through. I do have a plan for the Monster Hunter, but you'll see it next time. It's a good plan. And they'll probably just plow through the 4th floor looking for more pieces of the puzzle and then take another swing at a spell power build once we have our blood magic. Because this is going to boost us up quite a bit. Okay, again, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.